Greetings everyone, and welcome to Nick's Mods, specifically the last Chima mods. The Lions really were the Chima tribe, huh? The most prolific, the most charismatic, the most toyetic colors, all that yellow and blue complemented by the minifigs' more natural tones, and the most consistent releases all throughout the whole theme. Even in waves where other tribes were neglected, the Lions always had a presence. So today's gonna be a little packed, not going in any particular order. Linux's Lion attack has the most room for improvement. While aesthetically great, the first year Lion builds were pretty anemic. I gave this main much more volume and extended the trunk with slopes, using the clips on the disc launching mechanism to attach a tailgate over a trailer hitch, add a little more fluff to evoke a tail I guess, and handlebars and a footplate on either side, using the empty ends of those Technic beams. I even adjusted the angle of the legs with these Mixel ball joints. Really, I was just filling a bunch of gaps where I saw them. Even on builds like the Twin Blade that were much cleaner, I still made the main slightly fluffier. Laval's Fire Tracker, now just Laval's Tracker, is a nice natural evolution of Linux's Attacker, channeling the lifelike stance of other builds and wearing blue very well. But the star of the Fire and Ice waves is Laval's Fire Lion, now the Lion Pincer. I always found it funny how this essentially had shades, but wanted to give it a more natural facsimile of eyes, and these recessed vents did the trick. I tried to bulk up the arms and legs subtly with a mix of mechanical details and more natural colors, and the original stickers on the cheeks blend in well with older stickers peppered around the rest of it. I even hooked up some chi-infused tubes, feeding power to the arms from a chi pedestal on the belly. Lastly, I swapped the translucent fiery bits for more mane, white claws, and tan hubcaps. The red treads and trans-orange bits didn't look awful. The already warm-colored lion builds wore their flames well enough. But gosh, they really did nail the perfect color scheme in those first couple waves. It's so playful. But now, for the final Chima mod to feature on this show. Laval's Royal Fighter, piloted by other characters. In fact, I'm sure you've noticed a lot of Lioness minifigs in some of these other builds. I just really like them. The Royal Fighter is one of the most iconic Chima builds, but again, fairly bare. I went a little crazy with the main this time, the yellow paneling, mechanical greebling. It all adds up to a fuller, beefier build, closer to what I'd now consider its successor. I added a few new features, like these front-mounted rockets that can be lifted and wielded by minifigs, and clips and rubbery rails on the back for these modified jet skis featured with Krager's command ship to clip onto, turning this into an APC. Just imagine this backing up near a lake or river, and these sliding down those ramps into the water. I love that kind of interplay between sets, and was happy to create some here. This is the last Chima build I'm looking over. Before a time back in my old place, it was going to be the first. I bought a turntable and planned to review some mods there, but I just wasn't sure about this test footage, which I'm finally using now. These clips are like 6 years old. The new setup, just kinda hovering around the builds like in an old LEGO commercial, has proved more fun. There are other Chima builds I can maybe make vids about, but the changes are minute enough that I don't feel they warrant entire episodes, and I avoid making shorts like the plague. Or I did until YouTube started turning community posts into shorts. With the Lion Tribe, I felt there was enough. Chima really is one of the best LEGO themes, at least this century, and a great creative outlet that's inspired so much material for this show. A few of my builds have even been reverse engineered for Stud.io by Total Madness. Now you can build the Outland bikes. And DN Prime 17's been working on recreating my Glatorian mods. And here are a few mocks by Karen the Nexo Knight, who bought a couple of my Chima mods. I like the huge tech infected mech particularly. Here's some more from Cowman Gaming 58, who bought a bunch of my Fire and Ice stuff, including Mungus's bike. And yes, if it wasn't an indication, since the Croc Tribe episode, I have sold just about every Chima set I had, including the mods, and the old Bionicle and Hero Factory mods, though the hidden side Monster Burger truck still has yet to find a home. It hasn't been easy digging these out of storage and looking at them nostalgically one last time, knowing I'd never see or hold my version of these sets again, but I hope they find a long life wherever they go next. And yes, these sales have helped tremendously with my PC fund. Full transparency, while I'm not 100% sure, I'm most likely going to build one myself like last time. but I don't want that next build to have the power supply or storage issues this one's had. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the best parts list for my needs and consult longtime friends who simply know more about this than I do until I settle on something. Thank you everyone who joined in on such short notice and supported me. There's still a couple of Nick's Mods episodes to go, just not Chima related. You'll see. That's it for today. Check out my books on Amazon and itch.io, and my Patreon page to get videos like this early, your name in the credits, behind the scenes content, a patron Discord server, signed copies of Planet Ripple, see pages up to a year before the books are released, and maybe even your own LEGO Rewind episode. See you next mod. Toodles!